radicals. Anyone here stressed out? Oh, why? Singapore, the Hokkien meat is so delicious. Why?
It's only the food.
But only the food, yeah. So that's okay. If you have stress, that does also cause a chain reaction, chemical thing called free radicals. Viruses, bacteria. What's this called here?
Electromagnetic field.
And we have no cell phones in the room, right, with Wi-Fi. Right? So household chemicals. You guys don't drink much in Singapore, right? You drink water, juice, no alcohol?
No, we do.
Okay. Right? So now exercise is good, but too much exercise, over-exercise can cause free radicals. Mold, radiation. Here's one, pollution, right? So we landed in Thailand last week, but we landed into Taiwan 2 days ago. And my son, the very next morning, has puffy eyes. It's because the pollution is so bad there, right? So again, and is pollution getting better every year, or is it getting worse, right? Yeah. So, of course, processed foods, lack of sleep. Anyone here have lack of sleep? Oh, really? Wow. Okay. Yeah. So, toxins, of course, the sun as well, right? So all these areas, all day long, 24 hours a day, you're basically getting free radicals. So if oxidation is the problem, then what's the solution then? It would be the antioxidants, right? And so why are they important? They're very important. In fact, Dr. Richard Cutler says the amount of antioxidants that you maintain in your body is directly proportional to how long you will live. Who wants to live long here? So the ones not raising their hands, you don't. I'm just teasing, right? So we all want to live long, right? Because antioxidants have extra electrons. They donate to the free radicals to pair up the free radical. Okay, so there's two main key areas to get antioxidants. The first area is from fruits and vegetables, right? What might be the problem with antioxidants from fruits and vegetables? The freshness, right? How much are you getting? Is there a chemical being sprayed on it called pesticides, right? Maybe some steroids too, right? So all these things, you don't really know if you're getting the right amount of antioxidants from fruits and vegetables, right? So the other option, if not through fruits and vegetables, is through what? Vitamins, right? Who here takes vitamins, supplements? Okay, not a bad choice, but what's the downside? Well, number one, you know that little shiny coating on the pill? Or that little shell on the outside? Is that natural? No. So a lot of the research in North America shows that people that take too much of these pills, by the time they, there's still some residual left in their intestines, right? So the biggest test they did in North America was in 20 minutes, when you take that pill, as it moves down your body into your intestine, can it be dissolved in time to be absorbed into the bloodstream in your intestine? And less than 70% of the companies could not even get to that point in time. So majority of the pills you actually do take kind of goes in one end and kind of exposes through the opposite end, right? Right? So in short, they're very slow. And some of these vitamins have BHT or BHA, also not good for your body, right? So what our scientists came across, and our scientists are from Finland. The scientists are actually about 5 generations of scientists. So the great-grandfather, the grandfather, the dad, 5 generations of scientists. And they found a technology based upon what's called lignins, right? Can you all say lignins? Lignins. Okay, very important. Who here has heard of the word lignins before this? Okay, so only 2 hands being raised. Did you know that you consume lignins every single day? Because you do. Lignins are in all the fruits, all the vegetables that you eat already. So lignins is exactly the same thing as antioxidants. Make sense? So there's many forms of antioxidants. Lignins is exactly the same thing as an antioxidant, right? So again, who knows that flax seeds are good for you? Who eats flax seeds? Good, yeah, they're good for you. How about green tea? Right? Oatmeal? So all these things are good for you because they also contain lignins, right? So I want to drill this word into your brain before you eat it, lignins, right? So, but what the scientists also found out was that if the lignins come from a wood extract, from a wood source, you have extra benefits. It also has antimicrobial and inflammatory. It's like a 3-in-1. You know those coffees, the 3-in-1 coffees? You get 3 benefits from one thing, right? So really, really cool. And so the wood extract the scientists came across was from a very special tree. And this tree here is in, where, any guesses? Norway, right? And so the reason why they even found this tree was because in the snowfall, the snow was so heavy, it would actually break the branch off the tree. And the scientists were in awe because the tree branches on the floor never died. It kept on living. See, because most trees, if you cut the branch off the tree, the branch, what happens to the branch? It dies, right? But this tree here, the branches on the floor kept living, not just for hundreds of years, but for thousands of years. So, and someone asked me today, is this tree available in other countries? The spruce tree, so this particular tree is a Norway tree, but the spruce tree itself can be found in Canada. So Canada, we have forests and we have spruce trees. But when the scientists looked inside the tree in Canada, the amount of lignins was a lot less than the ones in Norway. In fact, in Norway, there's northern Norway and there's also southern Norway. Even the northern trees and the southern trees different. It must be the northern Norway because the atmosphere, the harshness of the weather, right? So when it's that cold, the tree learned on how to survive through that condition, right? So in short, all of our technology is based upon this tree. Now, I'd love to share, because I'm really active teaching my sons homework. And those, when you read homework, they have those interesting facts in those books. Can I share some interesting facts about this tree? Okay. So, number one interesting fact. The most documented, longest living tree of this kind is, take a guess, how many years? 3,000 years? 4,000. So the oldest documented tree is 10,000 years old. Almost 10,000 years old. It can live that long. One more interesting fact? One more? Okay, so 3 people, you come with me. Right, so that the tallest known tree is almost, any guesses? Almost 300 feet tall. So I'm 6 feet tall, right? 300 feet tall, yeah. So it's very, very tall, all right? So again, that's why I thought, can you imagine if we found a way to harness the science and technology in this tree and make it into a product that your body can absorb? Can you imagine the wonders it can do for your body, right? And it has to do that already. So again, there's many kinds of lignins. Lignins are in fruits, vegetables, drinks, oil seeds, right? But again, so this tree here is, again, a disease-free tree and a self-healing tree. And the lignin in this tree is called 7 hydroxymethylmericinol, okay? I practice it every day, this word. So, but we just call it 7-HMR for short, right? So only this 7-HMR exists in this tree, make sense? So in nature, we have 7 of the most powerful lignins in nature today. All right, that's what makes FOL so special. So, but again, lignins is not something new. Lignins has been studied for over 30 years. So Professor Alda Cruz in Finland, over 30, not a 3-year study, not a 10-year, but a 30-year study showed that people that have a high lignin-rich food diet experience 30% less chance of having cancer. Right now, breast cancer is like what, 1 in 3, 1 in 4 get diagnosed with breast cancer, right? So it's crazy, but prostate, colon, lung. I met a gentleman today. 3 p.m. His whole family got hit by like all these cancers. It's like colon, liver, breast. It was like he lost all his family members. It's crazy. Same thing with liver disease, heart disease, your cholesterol, prostate cancer. So again, lignins is not new. We just happen to find the world's most powerful and potent source of lignins. Does that make sense? Okay, wonderful. So is my English okay?
Yes.
It's not like Chinglish, like half Chinese. I was born in Canada, so hopefully I sound like a Canadian. Okay, so I want to focus a little bit quickly on how does it help with the breast cancer, because it's such a big thing, right, in general cancer. So here's a cancer cell, and on your cancer cell, which you have already, right? They're just inactive in your body. We all have them right now, okay? But every cell has a receptor, okay? So it's called the estrogen receptor. So if your body has too much, what? Estrogen, it will plug the receptor, and now it is basically bounded, okay? Once it's bounded, it will signal a message to copy itself, to divide and spread. So 1 becomes 2, 2 becomes 4. That's how it spreads, right? So what the scientists found out, and we have 30 years of studies on this, and it's available on my website to go and download this information, all the research, is that the size of the FOL 7-HMR is the exact same size as the molecule, the estrogen. So it helps you plug all of your receptors, not allowing the cancer to go and divide. Does that make sense? Okay, so in short, there's 5 main ways that ligands help to reduce breast cancer. Number 1, ligands bind to the receptors, not giving them a place to act. So it can't send that signal to divide and spread. Okay. Number 2, ligands induce sex hormone binding globulin. Basically, this SHBG ties up more estrogen in your body, so it can't plug those receptors. Okay, you guys follow so far? Kind of okay. Number 3, ligands are very high in antioxidants to remove those free radicals. Number 4, ligands block this enzyme, which creates more estrogen. So number 5 is the key thing. Breast cancer actually needs estrogen in order to grow. So by diminishing the amount of estrogen to not allow it to spread, cancer cells may start to die. So a lot of cases are already in the company of people that had tremendous benefits with breast cancer, and of course with this as well too. So make sense so far? Yes. Okay, very good. But me being a programmer, I'm very, very analytical. Anyone here like to analyze things? We're very skeptical until we analyze everything, right? So, oh, by the way, if you have a cell phone, just put it on vibrate if you don't mind. That'd be fantastic. Speaking of which, I better make sure mine's on vibrate. Okay, new rule. The next cell phone that goes off, we take $100 from you. And we go party together, yes? Yes. Everyone agree? Okay, everyone's making sure the cell phone's on vibrate right now. Okay, so for me, what I love, because how many of you here have tried other health products? Yes? Right? And how many times have you heard someone tell you, oh, this antioxidant is the world's most best antioxidant? Yes? We've all heard it before, right? But my mind, I always think, well, how is that? Can you show me why? Like, where's the proof? You know what I mean? That's how my mind thinks, right? And they always show you these stories, but for me, I love the fact that here, the lignans can be shown in everything that you eat, from vegetables and legumes to fruits to beverages. So, in beverages, what's the most healthiest beverage for you? Those are the teas here, beers here, but red wine, right? Because red wine, you can see here, 100 milliliters of red wine has 91 micrograms, smaller than milligram, of lignans. Okay? Whereas Coca-Cola, Coke, has 0. So maybe you shouldn't drink Coke anymore, right? Okay? Okay, grape juice is there, green tea has about 40, not bad, so, and lager beer, if you want to drink lager beer, I don't know, but just don't drink that much. So, but fruits, okay, the fruits, what's the top 2 here? Apricot and strawberries, right? The same content, 450 worth of micrograms of lignans. But in vegetables, the highest is the broccoli and the kale, right? Almost 2,000 micrograms of lignans per the same 100 ml. Well, in Asia, do we eat broccoli raw usually? No. Yeah. But in Canada we do, because I guess it's cleaner. I don't know. I don't know what kind of stuff you have here, but I heard people always stir fry, right? Once you stir fry the food, you kill the bad stuff, but you also kill the good stuff, right? So if you eat this, but you're frying it, it's just the fibers that you're getting, right? But any guesses, what is the world's today most highest source of lignins in a natural food? Any guesses? It was already on the previous slide. Flaxseed, yes. Remember, right? 2000? The flaxseed has how much? 300,000 micrograms of lignins per the same content. But there's only two things to consider with the flaxseed, right? Number one, the seed, can you just swallow the seed? No, you must grind the seed. Otherwise, it goes in, it comes out faster than going in. Okay? And the second thing with the flaxseed is, if you take too much flaxseed, your intestines cannot digest it in time. You get the runs. Diarrhea, basically, which is, I don't want you to experience diarrhea. So don't eat, so again, you want to eat some, but don't overeat, right? So how do we compare the flaxseed to FOL, fountain of life? So if I convert 300,000 micrograms of lignins to milligrams, I divide by 1,000, right? So 300,000 is the same as roughly 300 milligrams. So 100 ml of flaxseed, you have 300 milligrams of lignins. The same content in fountain of life, you have how much? 7,200 milligrams of lignins. So let's back it up here. 2,000 is the highest in vegetables. The flaxseed has 300,000. The flaxseed is 150 times more than the kale, yes? But the FOL is 24 times more than the flaxseed. That's a few thousand times more concentration. Make sense now? So that's why it's so powerful. But again, FOL, most of it is not done through your intestine, like the flaxseed. A lot of it happens where? The absorption. Under the tongue. Right, under the tongue. So it's a much quicker reaction. Does it make sense? Is it good and great so far? Because sometimes I see your face and it's like, I'm not sure if you're getting what I'm saying here, right? Okay, very good. So again, just taking 10 drops of this product, 10 drops is equivalent to you having taken 1,800 cups of apples of lignins. Okay? Not vitamins, of lignins, which are the antioxidants. Or 50 cups of green tea. Can you drink 50 cups of green tea in one day? You're probably just like shaking because of the caffeine, right? And because again, too much green tea, you have toxicity. Too much apples have toxicity. Too much oranges have toxicity. With FOL, there's a whole test, 0.0% toxicity. You'd have to consume like 1,800 bottles of FOL before you had an issue with it. But you don't have to, right? 10 drops, so it's enough. Again, so that's why I love, it's so convenient in your pocket, right? So, and beyond that, we have every possible amazing badge of honor, from gluten-free, cruelty-free and vegan, 100% natural, alcohol-free, GMO-free, so it's not being modified, right? There's no genetics in there, right? GMP, paraben-free, of course, made in Canada. All stand for the national anthem of Canada. Canada. Okay, yeah, so, but can we all understand that Canada, just to understand this, Canada is very tough to get the approval for natural health products. Health Canada is one of the most toughest health organizations in the world, even beyond the FDA. So FDA applies to United States. Make sense? Health Canada applies to Canada, right? So again, I'm proud to say that we actually do have the Health Canada natural product number. Every bottle has this NPN number. Can you get a round of applause for that? It's pretty cool to have that. Yeah, that's neat. Okay, because that's very important to have when you're marketing this product here. So again, this product here, if you go look, there's a few other companies that try to make some kind of a spruce tree extract, but they don't get it, because if you just take the spruce tree and you eat the tree, you will not absorb the lignins inside. Does it make sense? Okay, so if you go and grind the tree and you try to drink the powder, it just goes in and it goes out because your body has no way to digest the tree. So Health Canada's biggest question for us was, can you prove that humans can eat trees? That was the question, right? And so again, what makes our product the only one in the world is the fact that we do have 22 patents in this product. And the patents start from the extraction process of the spruce tree. Oh, you have a cell phone ringing here? Okay, so I think he just arrived here, right? So we'll give him party. Ruthless. I don't know. Yeah, so, okay. Last warning. So I'm a nice guy. So the patents start from the extraction process of the extract to every bottle. If you look at the bottle, anyone have a bottle with you? Here we go, the bottles. Every bottle has two main ingredients, only two ingredients. One is the 7-HMR, right, which is 7 lignins. The other one is called trimethylene glycol. That is also the patent that allows your body to digest this product. And we're the only company in the world that has this unique product. Is that good or great, guys? Is that good? Oh, you don't have to wait for me to start clapping. If you want to clap, like whenever you want to clap, just yeah. Do it whenever you feel like it. So, okay. So again, that's really what makes the product so unique. You know, it's great for men. It's amazing for women, both. And you know, I just want to share some really quick, cool testimonials. So for me, that was actually me before. That's me. And my hair, I'm about 38 years old. My hair started to thin out at the top. Like I could see my skull. And when I'm brushing my hair, I'm like crying half the time. It was falling down, right? So some men, when we have too much hormone imbalance, too much testosterone, it creates an enzyme called DHT that shrinks the hair follicles. So it's not overnight, right? But if you keep shrinking the hair follicle, you keep brushing the hair eventually falls out, right? So for me, 6 weeks after taking the product, I was like, dang! Like a whole new man, you know, I could just wave my hair around, right? You feel good when you have more hair, yes, right? So again, it's working for me. Again, before less hair, after more hair. Again, before, after more hair as well too. You know, even for females, there's actually someone from Singapore, before and after as well too. And now again, if the hair follicle is gone, like it's long gone, we can't grow it back unless you implant one there, right? As long as the follicle is still there, we can help to strengthen it and protect it for the long run. Make sense? Okay, so again, what follicles were left, more hair grew up from those places too, okay? In some cases, white hair became more gray. White hair became more black, not gray. Gray hair became more black. Now this lady, Lisa, I actually met her on the plane. So I was going to the USA, and she's sitting right beside me, and we started chatting, and we kind of stayed in touch. Because she's telling me she's going on to a show, so I asked her, well, what show are you going, and she couldn't tell me. Turns out she's going on The Bachelor. You heard of The Bachelor?
Yes.
Like 20 girls, one lucky guy. Right, so anyway, but she was telling me that on the show, they would always bleach her hair and dye her hair almost like every other day to change her hairstyles, and her hair got ruined, and that she couldn't grow her hair fast enough. So at best, your hair every month grows about ½ an inch. Okay, 1 month grows about ½ an inch at best, right? She started taking the product. After 3 weeks, her hair grew by more than 1 inch in 3 weeks. So if you've been taking FOL for a few months, you're going to find your hair grows really quickly and your nails grow really quickly. In fact, if I wasn't inappropriate, I'd show you my toe, because I jammed my toe on this thing. It turned black. It was healing. I jammed it again, like the worst feeling, right? And it was like literally all black. So I started dropping FOL on my toe and drinking like crazy. And I have photos, but within like 2 weeks, like the whole thing grew out again. Yeah, it's great for healing your black toe. Yeah, right? So inflammation. If you have any kind of body pain, arthritis, osteoarthritis, gout. I met a gentleman. Is he here? Last time I was here in Singapore, he had his ankle was ballooned with gout. He took 1 full dropper. We rubbed FOL on it. You can't rub it. Don't ever rub gout on someone, okay, please. We rubbed the drop on his ankle. And I did the same presentation, about ½ an hour, and when he looked down, the pain was gone. He could barely walk when he walked in to see me. Right? So if you know anyone that has gout, get them to start drinking and rubbing this on their body parts. So again, the knee, 1 hour after drinking it and rubbing on her knee, very quickly, redness is gone. By 4:30 in the morning, totally gone the pain, right? So it works that quickly. Francine was diabetic. So again, anyone that knows someone in Singapore that's diabetic, right? It's crazy, right? So in the Caribbean, they measure the sugar a bit different scale, but 259 became 210 there, all right? This person, Carmen, from 13 days at FOL, 12 became an 8. And most diabetics, you can't sleep at night because you're always peeing at night because of the sugar. So again, here, you're not sleeping throughout the night now. It's just amazing. Leah is from Toronto. She had a kidney failure. And so she got a transplant, she got a new kidney, but it still wasn't performing that well. So she tracked through her doctors. It's called the GFR. Ever know what that is? EGFR. I think we had a nurse here that should know, right? So, but it's the ability of the performance of the kidney. In short, this line here, you can see that this right there, from 12-17 became a 28. So again, a massive improvement. So she was also on dialysis, but now she doesn't have to because FOL helps her with her kidneys, right? Claudine again, blood pressure. This person here, they tracked daily the blood pressure. So they started at 165/90, and they took FOL every single day. They tracked it for almost a month and a half. And from 165 went down to 128. Right? That's daily. So it's incredible. Colleen, she was almost blind. So her eyes, after 1 month FOL, one eye 12.25 down to 11.5 and 12 to 11. So I know we have some real life stories like Emergy, you know, she doesn't share her story about her eyes, but it's amazing how it can help your eyes as well too. Neil was red-blue colorblind. After taking it, now he's only partially red colorblind. So it's like one product that can help so many different areas in your life, right? Callie, she had 2 lumps in her breast. She's in Toronto. And it was crazy because after 3 months, she went back for the biopsy. And the nurse in the room was looking at her, looking at the screen, scanning her again, looking at the screen. And she's confused. So the nurse called in a doctor. Now the doctor is sitting beside Callie. They're looking at the screen confused. The doctor called in 2 more doctors into the room. So now Callie is freaking out because there's like 3 doctors in the room and she's worried that something really bad is happening with her. In short, they couldn't understand how come the lumps were gone. So the lumps were completely gone after taking FOL for a few months, right? So this is really powerful. Who here met our amazing SVP last month? Yes, right? So again, she looked like that about a year ago, right? And so she lost an amazing amount of weight. Me personally, from this chubby dude in March, I lost about 13 pounds, and I didn't even do anything. I didn't work out more. I ate more in Taiwan, by the way. And it's mainly because I think some people think I look younger now than this photo. Who thinks I look younger? Yes. Thank you. Yeah. So, thank you. That's 3 people. Thank you. Disclaimer, I do take 2 full droppers per day minimum, and I do use the Flawless skincare line. It's like tap, tap, rub, rub, rub. Alright, so very important. Of course, if you have athlete's foot, you can see here the day after 2 drops. This is disgusting. Had a foot infection, 3 drops per day, 4 days later, heals the feet too. Some of you guys saw this on Facebook, right? In Malaysia, they were born with a skin defect. This is the next day, 1 day of aerobic FOL. This is 2 days. And I just saw the photo from Emergy of the hand. You can go ask her for that. It's almost completely healed now, that skin. It's amazing, right? And that's from birth, they had this issue, right? So it's just so powerful. Again, any kind of sunburns. You get sunburn in Singapore? Yes. You get sunburn? Yes. Does your skin peel? Yes. Okay, rub FOL on the burn. I assure you, it'll never peel. And that pain, really quickly. Mosquito bites? Yes. Have you tried rubbing FOL on mosquito bites? It works wonders. Like I do it all the time, okay? So, man, if you shave, you get that cut, that was what too, right? So, this person had a head injury 7 days later. That's how, so can you imagine if this is happening so fast on the outside of your skin, can you imagine what's happening on the inside of your body? How fast it's repairing all of your organs, all your muscles, right? So again, migraines, again, really powerful. And sleeping. If you don't sleep well, if you take like 3 months this product, I dream every night. Like, who here dreams, first of all? Okay? So again, you want it, if you have the deep sleep, the REM sleep, that's what you want. So this person here, not sleeping, waking up, Tuesday, Wednesday, waking up. By Thursday, this is what you want, that deep sleep. And that's when you dream a lot. And so I dream like every night, all kinds of dreams. No, happy dreams. Okay. So again, it's just really powerful. So right now, I want to get a few other people that have actually, been taking FOL. And so, Emergy, I know we had a few people that want to share their stories about FOL. Who are those people?
We have Jessica.
Jessica? Okay, Jessica, come up here, Jessica. Where's Jessica? Okay, let's come here. I know it's you, I just, please welcome Jessica. Okay, we'll start with her first. Yeah, so why don't you share with us, Jessica, and what has FOL done for you and when you started taking it? Yeah.
Okay, I started taking FOL on February 14. That was a Valentine's Day. So I got my Valentine present from Opulence. It was very fantastic. I was so greedy, first to open to take not one drop, two of the strangers. And I felt so good. That night I slept so good. And after taking for these few months, I'm fit. I can walk. People look at me and say, you are different. I change. I look younger. By the way, I'm 60 years old. But everyone say I don't look like 60 years old. And I had arthritis. As you can see, I can stand so straight and firm. My knees are strong, I can lift up. In fact, I can run now. Wow. And I still walking up and down the steps like nobody's business. And my back is no more pain. One important thing, that I was actually going hunch, my back. Because I just think because of my back, I just go like that. And I was limping this way. So that was very bad. Yeah, you can see I'm very fit now. Thank you, FOL and Opulence.
Actually, I remember her story because when I first met Jessica, it was in February or March of this year. And when she first walked into that tiny room, I remember you were walking like this, very slowly to the front of the room. So it's like, like when you see the change like that after 9-10 months, like you just know this stuff works like crazy. So again, I want to just put it there. Awesome. Yeah. So next person we have Tim. All right, Mr. Timothy, please. Okay. So yeah, again, same thing. Share with us. Yeah. Thank you, Timothy, for sharing.
Yeah. So the story I'm sharing is for my daughter. She's a national sports person. She represents her school to have competitions. She's a triple jumper. Okay, so before FOL, this year, she's having about 1.5 years of injury, sports injuries in 3 spots: the shin, the heel, and the coccyx. Coccyx is your tailbone.
Can you explain how she had the injury? Is it so?
So because of the jump, right? So one of the injury is incurred when she stepped on the board in Bishan Stadium, and the board actually sinks in. Right? So that happens, and her heel was injured. Then the other time was her school. They renovated the pit, the sand pit, and then because they had the old sand and the new sand is softer than the old that is below, and then it wasn't done properly. So when she landed, she hit her back. Right. So all this also incurred a shin injury. So when FOL came, I gave her. So the story is that her coach tells her, because she's in the national team, right? So the coach tells her, I can send you for competition, but I'm not expecting you to come into the finals round or even get any medal. Okay, so she's pretty down and disappointed. So when this came, I gave her, And within a week, the pain basically subsides a lot. So then she is able to resume her training and performance. Today, she's even beating her own seniors in the triple jump. So she's gunning for the ASEAN Youth next year. Right, so, yeah, so that's my story.
Thank you. Yeah, one more?
Gita want to share some.
Oh, Gita, yeah, please. Gita, our national football coach, yes. So, all right, thank you, Gita. Thank you for sharing.
Hi everyone. Well, I've been involved in football for more than 50 years. As a player, then as a coach. Over the years, I had OA, osteoarthritis. And before I came to know FOL, I used to take some other supplements like glucosamine, chondroitin, and so forth. I found very minimal improvement. And I could only stand maybe for about 15 minutes, and then I need to look for a place to sit. And even if I walk, less than a mile, and then I got to look for a place, and that affected my coaching, because as a coach you have to be on the field most of the time. But anyhow, because of age, I graduated to become a consultant, so I don't have to be on the field too much. but now, after I've been introduced by Amajit, sometimes in July, I started to consume, and I do that twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. First, when I read, they said you must go according to your body weight, right? Yes. The number of drops. But I listened to the mentors and they said no harm, you can take more than that. So I've been consuming, and then now, surprisingly, I could walk actually from my unit to the supermarket. It's about maybe slightly more than a mile. Before someone got to send me by transport. Now I just walk and come back. Wow. It's so good, and I could stand for a long time. And some of my friends were asking me, hey, how come? Why the drastic change? So that's where FOL comes in very easily. I said, you try this. It'll help you. Because it helped me. Yeah, thank you, FOL. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Sunny, yes. So, your son.
Okay, my son is here, Sunny. He was actually okay at birth, but something, and then he had a CP, cerebral palsy, and then he also had seizures. Okay, and he has to go regularly for the checkups twice a year, 6 months he has to go, and he's taking a lot of medicine to control the seizures. But after having consumed this product, he went back again for his normal routine checkup, and the doctor said, I think you only need to come once a year.
Wow.
And what you call, you look at him now, to me, he looks much younger than he is. But anyhow, everyone also saying the same about me. They said I look younger than my age.
And I mean, there's just, if you go on the Facebook page for Fountain of Life, there's thousands of stories now. I mean, me personally, recently in Toronto, there was a lady that I met that had a 9.1 centimeter tumor right here. So when she swallowed, she would vomit the food because it kept hitting that one area, right? And unluckily, she also was diagnosed with B-cell lymphoma cancer. It's like a blood cancer. So in short, her doctors because most doctors will tell you don't take antioxidants during chemo process, right? But she decided she knew what it was, she took it anyways. And now 5 months later, and 5 bottles later, the 9.1 centimeter tumor is now gone.
Wow.
And she also, and it's crazy because, and beyond that, her, the B-cell lymphoma cancer, she's given a cancer-free bill of health. So, so again, just in case you know someone in a situation, but again, her post is also on Facebook too, right? So, but, so I guess, Emergy, want to share your story? Skip for the end? Up to you.
It's okay. Everyone knows.
Everyone knows, yeah. So really, it comes down to the question of, what an amazing product, but I think the biggest question that people will ask you is it expensive, right? Because I've seen so many, and I believe that in the industry, there's so many wonderful health products. There are. The issue is it all costs too darn expensive, And so when the CEO told me of the pricing of this product, my jaws dropped. Because we were thinking it'd be at least $130 a bottle, something like that, right? And again, if you don't know, the retail price, not even the members pricing, but the retail price of one bottle is how much? $58. I mean, is that good or great? Right? That's cheap, right? So, because again, what I was spending,
Maybe you can just say this is Canadian dollar.
oh yes.